Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I decided to do a second part of what's going on in Europe right now in January. So we have quite a lot of news which are mention worthy along with this news here. The farmers are protesting in Germany. Now first I thought it's just a little protest, but actually it was blowing up really big. So farmers have blocked the city of Berlin but also other cities, and they're demonstrating with their tractors, and yeah, it has become really big. So I was surprised that so many farmers joined the protests. So now the question arises, why are the farmers so angry? Why are they protesting? So in the case of the farmers are really mad at the government in Germany because the government wants to basically eliminate subsidies on diesel and also on taxes when you purchase, for example, a tractor. So in the past, the diesel was cheaper for farmers, otherwise they would go out of business, and also a certain tax was lowered when you buy, for example, a tractor as a farmer. And now the government wants to get rid of those subsidies, and they want the farmers to pay the full price for diesel and also the full price for taxes on new purchases of farming vehicles. And now the farmers said no. So now they are protesting and they are showing their full force and they are blocking pretty much everything. And even today it's still going on. They are still protesting. If you want to go on the autobahn, sometimes they are blocking the autobahn with the tractors. So yeah, it really seems as if farmers have had enough. So I'm really wondering what is going on in the heads of German politicians. I mean, it must be clear that if you destroy the livelihoods of our farmers, that we don't have anything to eat anymore. So yeah, I'm really happy about the farmers not giving in. They keep protesting, and I think that's a good thing, because otherwise politicians can do what they want and make decisions against the general population, in this case the farmer. Okay, next you can see that I'm wearing my really warm winter hat, and that's because in Austria it's really cold. We had minus 10 degrees Celsius in the past days, especially at night. And also, it's really cold in Scandinavia, or it has been in the first week of January. So they have had minus 30 degrees Celsius in Oslo, Norway, but also in the north of Sweden they had minus 43 degrees Celsius. So that's a record low temperature for the last 25 years. So yeah, I think that's good. Winter, especially January, is supposed to be cold, and that reminds me of my childhood when winters were really cold here in Austria. Okay, the next news that I want to tell you is this one here. So we had a financial expert in the Austrian news, and he was telling us not to hoard cash. He is apparently a manager of a trading company, and he's saying that if you have the cash at home, you're losing out on the interest rates that you would get on your bank account. So right now the inflation is 5.3% or something. Yeah, and then I just thought, the banks don't like it if you have cash at home, because they don't make fees on our transactions. So if you pay with cash, there's no fee. You will pay a fee for transactions with a bank card, with a credit card, with PayPal, but not with cash, because cash is free. There's no fee if you purchase something in the store. So of course they don't like it because they don't make money on cash payments. In case of a blackout, you need cash, so you can purchase something from your neighbor or trade a little bit with your local community. So cash is really important, and yes, you should have a considerable amount of cash at home. I personally make most of my payments with cash because I don't want to get tracked. I think it's no one's business what I'm buying, when I'm buying, and where I'm buying. Okay, next we have really bad news for people who just installed solar systems on their house. So apparently now the energy companies are not paying as much for electricity anymore than let's say 2 years ago or 5 years ago. So the problem is that people first have to actually build a solar system on their house, which can take a month or so. And then they have calculated the costs. And then they have calculated the return of investment for a certain price they will get in future for electricity. But now it happens that the energy companies said, no, we cannot give you so much per kilowatt hour anymore. So now the problem is that the investment plan that was originally made for those people is not working out anymore. So yeah, that's really bad news for people who just recently have invested in a solar system. And my neighbors also have invested in a solar system, and it has taken the energy company half a year to accept the contract with this family. So for half a year they have put electricity into the system for free. Crazy, right? It's crazy. They are also saying that they cannot accept many new contracts anymore because in some regions there are so many solar panels that the grid cannot handle it anymore because the conductors are too thin. So when the electricity is not getting used in an area, when there's too much electricity, they have a problem to bring away the electricity to another location. And yeah, the grid is actually much more fragile than a lot of people know. Okay, next. I'm sure you know the company Hertz. Hertz is a company where you can rent a car. And they are now selling 20,000 electric cars. And that's because the electric cars apparently are much more expensive when it comes to repairs. Yeah, and instead Hertz is going to purchase diesel and gas cars again, because those are much cheaper if you have to repair them for any damage. Okay, then next it seems as if rent is getting more expensive again. So for 2024 they even say there's going to be a price shock with rent prices, and it's not going to be easy for families who do not own a flat or a house yet. Yeah, then also next we have problems with the new GMO technique. So apparently in the past they were making GMO foods with hybrids, but now they are directly cutting into the DNA helix, into the genome. They take out DNA and then they replace it with something else. And that's a new technique. But the European Union wants to make it so that there's no label for it. So if you're a consumer, you could not tell the new GMO technique apart from an organic product, for example. And now a lot of people are protesting against this, especially, I have to say, our supermarket chains, they are protesting against this. So previously, we have been protected by our supermarket chains. They were protesting against the licensing of heirloom seeds. So in Austria, we have a lot of gardeners. Most of them are hobby gardeners, and we use a lot of heirloom seeds. And the EU Commission tried to make those heirloom seeds illegal by having to license them. So if you do not have a license for those seeds, you could not sell them. But gladly, the law didn't go through because there were a lot of protests, and also our supermarkets defended us from making heirloom seeds illegal. And now our supermarkets are fighting against this new genetical technique where they are directly cutting into the DNA of the plant. So yeah, this is really concerning for me, and they are trying again and again to push through the GMO agenda here. So the European Union is behind it. Here it says the European Union wants to make GMO techniques easier and make it legal and without any labels. Here you can see it says no labels anymore. So I'm really curious about this. Why is the EU pushing the GMO topic so much? It's not coming from us. We, the citizens, we are not wishing for GMO foods. This is coming from lobbyists and billionaires who are pushing their companies so they can make profit on our health. And that's the truth. Okay, last but not least, I would like to show you this video. This is a video of predictions on 2024. It's very concerning and you really need to see this, so we are going to watch it together. Also, I really want to urge you to go on my X channel, Twitter channel, because there I have more information which I cannot post on YouTube because it's too hot for YouTube. So let's watch this video and then I will link you the link to my Twitter account into the description below.
Catherine? Well, mine's a little dark. I just feel a lot of concern that 2024 may be the year of a black swan event. This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict. There are a number of concerns that I have that factor into that. And not only this sort of enduring heightened threat level that we're facing, the wars in Israel, also Ukraine. And we're so divided in this country in ways that we haven't seen before. And I think that just creates fertile ground for our adversaries like North Korea, China, and Iran. And that's what concerns me most.
A lot of people up at night with that concern, Catherine, at least in this town.
Okay, this woman here apparently is an investigative reporter and she thinks there's going to be a black swan event. What kind of event this might be, I don't know, but it might be some cyber attack or blackout or something else. Who knows? So yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but if you're not prepping yet, then now it's really the time to start so. You still have time to prep and to become a prepper. This would be really important. If you are prepared and there's a crisis, you can survive. You can even help out others. So being prepared is a good thing. Get yourself some food for 3 weeks, maybe a really good water filter. Especially now in these times, so many things are happening and it's really hard to keep track of all of the news because so many things are going on at once. So yeah, I definitely agree with this lady here. 2024 is going to be a really high risk year for many type of calamities. So the good thing about prepping is if you're prepping properly, it prepares you not only for one event, but also for many different kinds of disasters. So preparing is always the same. You always prepare food, water, and some gear, and that's about it. So, wow. Yeah, I really want to thank you for watching, guys. Make sure that you're checking out my Twitter account. I will post it into the first pinned comment below, because there's much more information that you need to know, but I cannot post it here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned till next time.